Today, we're diving into a topic that has become a serious concern for many: youth unemployment. It's an issue that many young people face after graduating from college. But is it solely their fault, or is there something deeper going on?
It's a fascinating question. A lot of people believe it's just about the young generation not trying hard enough to find jobs. But is it really that simple? If you look at the broader picture, there seems to be a systemic issue rooted in the way young people are raised and prepared for the workforce.
Exactly. One of the key points discussed in the Jungbeop terminology talks about how parents play a major role in this. If young people can't support themselves after graduation, many argue that it's because they were not raised properly. The foundation laid by the parents is crucial.
Right. The concept of Jungbeop, the law of grand nature, suggests that if parents raise their children with the right values and understanding of society, they would be able to live independently. But instead, many young people enter the workforce only to find it difficult to make a living, and that often leads to frustration.
And it's not just about having a degree. The real issue seems to lie in the fact that young people enter society with a mindset that they want to make money, rather than a desire to work and contribute. There's a big difference there. Society doesn't need people just looking for paychecks. It needs people who want to learn and grow.
That's a great point. Many young people today believe that getting a job is just about earning money right away, but that's not how society functions anymore. In the past, you could get a job doing manual labor and still earn a decent living. But now things are different. Knowledge and understanding of how society works are much more important.
Yes, and the real learning happens after you graduate. The idea is that in your 20s, you should focus on studying society, not just making money. Once you start working, your salary might only be 70% of the average wage, but that's not the point. The point is to learn, to gain experience. Money will follow as you develop your skills.
It's almost like a reverse approach, isn't it? Instead of paying to learn at school, you're paid to learn through your job. And that, in itself, is a huge advantage. Yet, so many young people complain about low wages when they're just beginning their journey.
Exactly. The problem is that many don't understand the long-term value of these early years in their careers. If you're an intellectual, your first few jobs should be about understanding how society runs and how you fit into it, rather than worrying about how much money you're making. The pay will come later when your abilities are honed.
Right? And that's where things get interesting. As you move into your 30s, you're still learning on the job. But in your 40s, that's when your skills should be at their peak. It's not until then that you'll be able to truly showcase your abilities and earn the respect and pay you deserve.
That's the concept of bullhawk, the age when you're free from uncertainty. In your 40s, you're ready to take on leadership roles and show what you've learned over the years. It's about becoming a practitioner, someone who is respected for their knowledge and experience, and being valued in your field.
That's an inspiring thought. So it's not about immediate results, but about building a foundation over time. The path to success isn't instant. It's something that takes years of learning and growth. And the key is not rushing for the paycheck, but focusing on how to contribute meaningfully to society.
Exactly, and it's essential that we start guiding young people in the right direction. We need to teach them the value of learning and growing, rather than just chasing money. This shift in mindset could be the key to solving youth unemployment and ensuring a brighter future for the next generation.
And that brings us to the bigger picture: education. The right kind of education can make a huge difference. If young people receive the right guidance, they'll not only learn how to earn a living, but also how to shape a future that benefits everyone.
Absolutely. If we get it right, if we teach young people the importance of patience, learning, and contributing to society, youth unemployment could be tackled in a meaningful way. It's about laying the right foundation, and that starts with how we educate and prepare the younger generation.
So true. And hopefully, this shift in thinking will lead to a society where intellectuals are not just appreciated for their knowledge, but for the contributions they make to the greater good. After all, we're all here to build a future, not just to survive.
And that's a perfect note to end on. The future is bright, but only if we guide the next generation with the right mindset and understanding of their role in society. Let's hope we get there sooner rather than later.
Exactly. Until next time.